Hello there, Gemini. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly video forecast for the week of November 24th through the 30th. I am using my Shadowscapes Tarot once again this week, so let's just jump right in. On Monday, Gemini, Three of Cups coming up in reverse for you. For most of you, what I see here is a little bit of friction between longtime friends. So a group of friends that you like to hang out with. I see a little bit of friction going on there on Monday. Nothing major, nothing unfixable, just a little bit uncomfortable for a little while until you guys get through it. For others of you, what is the best way to say this? For others of you, if you're having suspicions about your significant other that are coming from your gut, this may be a good time to investigate those, because there may be, for some of you. The trick is that this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to every single person, and I don't even get that it's applying to most of you. For a lot of you, it's just going to be a little friction between your normal, regular set of friends. For some of you, there is going to be a little bit of a third party kind of interfering in your romantic relationship with your partner. And that's for a very small percentage of you. So basically what I'm saying is if you're starting to have some gut feelings that maybe something's going on but you're not sure what, it might be time to start paying attention to those and see what you can do to find out what's really the deal here. Am I being a little bit paranoid, or is there something really going on that I should be aware of? Okay, so Tuesday, Gemini, Eight of Wands. This is really a beautiful card, especially in this deck. Now this is really talking about letting our wishes, letting our needs be known to the universe or to God, however you want to call that source power that's greater than us. And by setting those wishes or those needs out there and expecting the universe to bring them back, in other words, we're turning loose of them. We've done everything that we know how to do to bring those in. So now we're turning loose of those and we're expecting Spirit to bring that back in. So that's what I see going on for you Tuesday. Basically kind of writing out your little list for Santa, only instead of being for Santa, it's to the universe or to God. To Sacred Spirit, as I like to call him. Okay, so Wednesday, we have the Temperance card in reverse. Okay, so Temperance card in reverse is just really talking about on Wednesday we start to realize that there's something in our lives that feels kind of wonky, kind of out of balance. Like maybe we've set our priority too highly on something that really shouldn't have that much importance in our life. And so now on Wednesday what we're doing is we're trying to figure out, okay, now I'm in this situation where things are just wonky. How do I get out of it? How do I bring balance? How do I bring harmony back to my life? And so on Wednesday, Geminis, I see you really putting together some plans to make sure that you can bring harmony back into your life. Okay? So that's Gemini on Wednesday. On Thursday, Gemini, you have the Fool coming up in reverse. As most of you know, the Fool is my favorite card, but not in reverse. When I see him in reverse, it kind of breaks my heart. So here's what's going on with the Fool in reverse. The Fool in reverse means, Gemini, that you have a situation in your life that you know exactly how to handle. And that knowing comes from somewhere deep within. Basically, that knowing comes from Sacred Spirit, whether you acknowledge that or not. And so you know what to do with this situation, but the problem is that what you know is not logical, so you can't justify it to yourself. And you can't justify what you want to do to your friends because they're not going to come on and support you because it doesn't make sense to them. It's not logical. And so instead of doing what you know that you should do in this situation, what this card is telling me is that as of right now, on Thursday, the way the energy is laying, you're just going to let yourself be boxed in by what's logical and keep yourself from having the wonderful experience that you could have by doing what you know that you should do, and trusting in Sacred Spirit. So I'm going to say the same thing that I say every time this card comes up in one of these readings. For those of you that this card applies to, maybe, hopefully, because you've heard this in the reading, when you see the situation coming on Thursday, hopefully, you guys won't let this happen. You won't let yourself be boxed in by logic. You'll do what you know that you should do. That's what I'm hoping for. Because free will can change anything. Okay, so that was Thursday for you guys. Gemini, Friday. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Creativity is feeling a little blocked for you Friday. So Friday, for those of, this is an example of how that can manifest for you. It can manifest anywhere, but just for an example, somebody gives you a task to work on at work. And they turn you loose with it. And then they come back and they say, oh, by the way, we want it done this way, in this parameter, under this condition. And so what you thought you had free reign with, now all of a sudden you're being put in a tiny little box on what you can do with it. And so your creativity is really getting boxed in here on Friday. And you're feeling that. You're feeling very frustrated by that on Friday, actually, for most of you. Okay, so Saturday, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to be spending more money than you had planned on spending on Saturday. That's basically what this card means. The Knight of Pentacles talks about being very diligent, showing up to work on time, doing a good job, making sure that you put money back to cover all your bills, keeping that budget together, yada, yada, yada. Now, when it comes in reversed, it's kind of the opposite of that. This is something that's coming up that's taking more of your money than you had planned on spending on this thing. Or maybe you have a situation where you have to pay for something that you weren't expecting to pay for. Maybe your water heater goes out or something crazy like that. So anyway, that's what we have on Saturday. We have basically the budget being thrown off a little bit by something coming up, whether it's an impulsive thing by you or whether it's something that comes up that just has to be taken care of. Either way, it's really an unexpected, unplanned for expense. All right, so Sunday. Sunday, you have a fabulous card, actually. We have the 6 of Wands coming up Sunday for you, Gemini. 6 of Wands is talking about a situation where you have worked on a project and it doesn't just benefit you, but it also benefits other people around you as well. And so this project is now complete by Sunday. And there are people around you that on Sunday, they're coming to you and they're thanking you. They're showing you their appreciation for the work that you have done on this project because it does benefit them as well. Okay, so Gemini, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, please go ahead and check out my website. Make sure I'm the right reader for you. My website is www.amista.info, I-N-F-O. Once you're there and you decide that I am the right reader for you, feel free to contact me in whatever way I have listed there. I've got a bunch of them. And we will schedule a reading for you as soon as we can. For everybody else, I will see you next week. Everyone have a good week. Peace out.